Hi guys, welcome to my day in the life vlog. I hope everyone is doing as well as can be. Today I have a lot of testing at the hospital. So I have a day admission for DVT, my blood clot follow-up testing, and then my hematologist wants to test my other arm to see if I have blood clots on my other arm. And then also I have to do some kidney and bladder testing, which I'm overdue for, so it's a lot today. So I figured I would take you guys along and vlog.
Taking the good with the ups and downs. I wanna see how the world turns round. Let's go adventure in the deep blue sea. Home is with you wherever that may be. Home is with you wherever that may be.
So I have a DVT, which is a blood clot deep in my vein in my right arm, right next to my PICC line. And I have had that for, well, they found it a couple weeks ago, but I believe I've had it for about a month because my PICC line about a month ago got clogged. My home nurse had to declog it with something called cath flow. And right away I had a feeling that it was a blood clot, but she was like, oh no, it's not a blood clot because you're not in pain. And I knew that's inaccurate because you could have a blood clot and not be in pain. But the next week it started hurting a little bit, and then 2 weeks later it was hurting even more. And so I called my hematologist and told her, and she was like, yeah, it's probably a blood clot, and she ordered an ultrasound for me. So that was the first ultrasound that I had about a month ago. And that confirmed that I did have a blood clot, a non-occlusive blood clot, meaning it wasn't big enough to completely block the catheter, which is in my vein. For those that don't know, I have a PICC line. I'm going to try to show you, but it's kind of hard with this sweater. Alright, I don't know if you could see, but I'll show you guys later. So I have a PICC line for my daily IV fluids. I am hooked up to those as always. I need daily IV fluids for severe POTS and hypovolemia. So I am hooked up to those. I'm going to have to disconnect when I get to the hospital to change into my gown. So that's going to be fun, but I brought all the supplies that I need, my, antibacterial hand wash and my all my supplies for my PICC line. So thank you. Somebody brought me a iced coffee. Thank you so much. I'm so grateful. I haven't had one of these in years. Forever. Yay. What is this again? I even forgot what I ordered. Oh yeah, it's a decaf iced cafe mocha with almond milk. Because I can't have caffeine because of my heart. But, yay, I'm excited. Did it come with a straw, or?
It's a little sippy thing.
Oh, like a kid's cup? That's so interesting.
Because kids should be drinking decaf coffee.
Right? Well, at least it should be decaf and not caffeinated if they are drinking coffee. Sap and I used to drink coffee when we were kids. Like when we were little kids, she used to drink coffee, like in elementary school.
At moms, I've seen like parents give their kids caffeine, and I'm just like, whoa.
So let me backtrack. I'm trying to remember where I left off. So I had the original ultrasound a month ago, which confirmed the blood clot, and my hematologist started me on the Lovenox shots. And then about a week after I started the Lovenox shots, or maybe like 5 or 6 days, the pain in my arm got much worse. Like, it was pretty moderate. It was like a 5 to 6, and then it got like to an 8 or 9. It got really, really bad. And at that point I was like, what's going on? I'm on treatment for my blood clot. Why is the pain worse? So I called my nurse, my palliative nurse, and she was like, go to the ER. And I had also called my hematologist a couple days prior when it started to get worse, and she told me to go to the ER too, but I didn't want to because I'm high risk. But at that point, 2 days later, it was even worse. Like I said, it was a 9 out of 10. It was unbearable. I was like trying to get ready to go to bed, and I couldn't like relax or go to sleep because I couldn't get comfortable because the pain was so, so bad. So yeah, I listened to my nurse. She said to go to the ER. So, and since her and my hematologist said that, I was like, all right, I'm just gonna go. And they gave me another ultrasound, which obviously confirmed the blood clot. And the ER doctor was like, I'm going to switch you to Eliquis because the Lovenox may not be working for you since the pain is getting worse. I don't know. So I didn't really question it. I just was like, okay. And he put me on 10 milligrams twice a day for a week. And then I was going to go to 5 milligrams twice a day for a week. So I started the first dose there in the ER. But the pain didn't really get that much better. It got a little bit better because he gave me Toradol and morphine. But that was the only thing that was helping the pain those first few days. And then I had a bad reaction to the Eliquis. You could see my last vlog for that. I'll link it up here. You could check that out. I don't really have, if I explain that, this vlog will be way too long, so just go watch that. But I ended up having to get back on to Lovenox because I had a bad reaction to the Eliquis. So, but now my hematologist wants me to get another ultrasound to see if I have A, more blood clots on my left arm since that left arm wasn't checked, and B, if I still have the blood clot in my right arm and if it's gotten better, worse, or like what's the situation with that, because she said if it's better, she's gonna have me on 40 milligrams of the Lovenox shots prophylactic, and then if it's not better, if it's the same, or if I have more blood clots, I'm gonna have to be on 60 milligrams Lovenox, which is what I've been on. So I guess that's why she wants me to have these more ultrasounds. It's going to be like the third ultrasound in a month for my arm and DVT. And I also had 2 CAT scans in the hospital to check for a PE, which is a pulmonary embolism. That's when the blood clot travels to your lung. And when it gets lodged in the lung, it's very dangerous. It'll kill you. So thankfully, I didn't have the PE, just the blood clot. That's bad enough. So I'm grateful that it's not worse. I'm always grateful that it's not worse because it could always be worse. This coffee is really good. I'm glad that it's not too sweet because I was afraid it would mess with my blood sugar, but it's not that sweet. Oh yeah, see, that's why it's good. So that's the deal with the blood clots. Yeah, they're just going to test this arm, which is where the blood clot is, and then the left arm. And luckily the ultrasound is not a scary test. It's not painful. It's not as bad as the CAT scan. So, you know, I've had so many of these by now that it's like a breeze. And they're quick. They're usually like maybe 30 minutes to an hour. But I'm going to have like 4 ultrasounds total, 1 on this arm, 1 on this arm. And then I'm also going to have a kidney ultrasound and bladder ultrasound. So they're going to check both of my kidneys and my bladder as well. So I'm not able to go to the bathroom until after that ultrasound, which is really hard because I'm not just drinking fluids orally, but I'm on my IV fluids, which I'm connected to. They're in my backpack right now. So it's going to be hard to hold my bladder. I have overactive bladder, as well as neurogenic bladder. I will explain more of that later. I have to go in a couple of minutes, so I'm gonna get all my stuff ready. I have to get, like, you know, my IV fluids and my backpack with my oxygen, and I have brought some sick bags in case I feel sick because I've been really nauseated the past couple of days. My cyclic vomiting syndrome, I think, is flared up because it's been really bad. Nothing has helped lately, like Zofran, CBD, medical cannabis. It's helped like a little bit, but I've had to use a lot. So it's been bad, but luckily today it's a little better, thankfully, since I have to be at the hospital. And thankfully the hospital is only like 5 minutes away, which is good. So yeah, I have to go. I'm gonna explain later about the kidneys and bladder and why I'm getting those ultrasounds. Those are like routine ultrasounds that my urologist orders, and I am overdue for that. because of everything that happened with the blood clot and all the ER visits and all the crazy things that has happened this month in October. It's been quite a month. But yeah, I will see you guys at the hospital or probably outside. I can't wait to get out, even though I'm just gonna get out to go to the hospital, but I'm still excited to go out because the weather is not that bad today. It's like in the 70s. I have this cozy sweater and my leggings, and hopefully I won't need a jacket. But yeah, I will see you guys in a little bit. It's such a nice day out. Look at those clouds. Big puffy Columbus cumulus or whatever. I don't remember names of clouds, but they're cute. And I like the trees that are just barely changing colors. Fluids in order to change into my gown because I'm obviously connected to this. I can't do it while I'm connected. Pausing the fluids, and I brought all my stuff to disconnect. Pepperoni and what?
I'm just filming like a dingus.
Huh?
I'm just filming you like a dingus.
Oh, don't do that.
Alright.
Stop moving so much. It's gonna annoy the people who are watching.
I'm done. It was fun while it lasted.
I have to put a cap on this end and then also on this end. Clamp it. I dropped this on the ground, so I have to clean it now. Okay. Can you help me in the back? Hurry up. Finally ready.
So you still have your pick line running?
Yes.
You take any blood thinner?
I was on Eliquis for a short while. No.
You switch it back?
Yeah. I had a bad reaction to Eliquis.
Look to your left one.
Lock, STEMI alert, fourth floor, ICU, room 7. Lock, STEMI alert, fourth floor, ICU, room 7.
So describe what you're doing.
I'm just connecting back to my IV fluids since I had to disconnect to put on my hospital gown. I am now reconnecting to finish running my fluids.
And what were you rubbing your hands together with?
Antibacterial.
Oh, that's interesting.
Magic.
Are there other names for this?
Whoa! Whoa! This came with 2 in 1. This alcohol, like sterile alcohol pad, accidentally had 2 in 1. I feel like I just won like a bonus, like something for free.
You could sell it on eBay.
It's so cool, right? A free alcohol pad. Yay! What do I win?
$100.
Yay! I actually got some money. It's so beautiful out. Like I don't even want to get in the car or go home. I just want to be outside.
You
So
want to
nice.
you could sleep in the car with the windows down.
That sounds like a camping adventure. Sleeping in the car. And I just got back from the hospital and I did all my tests, both arms and all my upper extremity veins, to check for more blood clots and to see how my blood clot's doing. And I had my bladder and my kidneys done, and it didn't take as long as I thought. It only took a couple hours total. So I had to have my bladder checked because I have a lot of bladder issues. I have neurogenic bladder, which means my bladder is partially paralyzed. I also have an overactive bladder, so it goes between being overactive and paralyzed. So when it is paralyzed, I have to self-cath. So sometimes I'm able to go on my own, sometimes I'm not. I just have so many issues with my bladder, especially since I had my spine surgery. So it's been a while since we had it tested, so my urologist wants to see what's going on with that. And I had to have my kidneys tested because I have a lipoma, a benign tumor on my right kidney, which I've had for a few years. And they just want to make sure the tumor, it hasn't grown and that it's still like benign. And obviously they check my other kidney too to see how that is. My BUN is low, so which is a marker for kidneys. On all my blood tests lately, it's been low. So hopefully my kidneys are okay and my lipoma hasn't grown, or hopefully everything's okay with that. And with my bladder, so I'll follow up with my urologist soon to get the results for that. And I should be talking to my hematologist, I think tomorrow, about the results of my blood clot ultrasound to find out if I'm going to be on 60 or 40 milligrams of Levinox. So yeah, that's it for now. I will see you guys inside. I talked to my cardiologist on Friday, a couple days ago. Today's Monday, so 3 days ago, about the DVT, my blood clot in my arm, and she was really concerned. She actually initially said that she might have to, that they might have to pull my PICC line, because it's been so risky having it, because this is my second blood clot now, and this is, you know, I keep having, like when I had a port, I had a blood clot, and I also had sepsis, which, you know, nearly took my life. And so it's just really risky having a central line, especially being so immunocompromised. But after she looked at my chart, she realized that I really need the daily IV fluids because my hypovolemia is so severe, meaning my body doesn't have enough blood volume I don't have enough blood without the hydration, without the extra fluids, and drinking just goes right through me or it doesn't get absorbed because of my malabsorption. You know, and I also have cyclic vomiting syndrome and gastroparesis, so I can't drink that much, but I do drink a lot, as much as I can, and that never really made a difference. So my IV fluids are the only thing that gives me some quality of life, and that keeps me stable for the most part, keeps my vitals stable. So for now, she said we're going to keep the line, but she said that we're going to have to talk about switching back to a port, or possibly, what is my hair doing? She said we're going to have to switch back to a port or possibly a tunneled line. So apparently switching back to a port or a tunneled line in my chest would be safer. Of course, that comes with risks too, like the sepsis that I had last year from my last port. I have had 2 ports. The first port I had no problems with. I had it for like 2 years. 2.5 years, and I didn't have any issues, so thankfully, and I'm hoping that will happen again. But when they tried to put my second port in, they found a lot of scar tissue on the right side, so they had to put it on the left. So now if there's too much scar tissue on the left side as well, I don't know what they're gonna do. But I'm gonna think positively and hope that that will be a better option for me than the PICC line. I have had the PICC line for over a year now anyways, so it's really time to go. And I'm like, yeah, apparently they can go for up to 2 years, but it comes with a lot of problems. It's constantly itching and irritated, it constantly has rashes, and the blood clots obviously are the most serious problem. You know, blood clots can be fatal, especially if it's lodged to my heart or lungs. So anyway, I am glad that my cardiologist came to the decision that for now I need my IV fluids, and we're gonna just talk about, like I said, either a tunneled line in my chest or another port. So I guess when I see her in person, we're going to talk about that. She's sending in the mail a 24-hour Holter or 24-hour blood pressure monitor, since my hypertension has been really bad. My high blood pressure has been like so bad lately. It hasn't gone below like 150 over like 80. I don't know. It's been closer to 170 over 90 for the most part this month, which is really bad. I usually am low, but sometimes I get really high as well because I have hyperpots. It's either really high or really low. It's all over the place. But anyway, that's my update for now. Hopefully I'll be hearing from my cardiologist soon. Oh yeah, and she's going to send me another Holter monitor, like a heart monitor, which is something I do every year, since I have so many problems with my heart. So that's just routine. But then after those tests, we're going to talk about the central line situation and the results of those tests, obviously. And tomorrow I have to talk to 4 doctors. I'm talking to my hematologist about the results of the ultrasounds for the blood clots. I'm going to talk to my immunologist about Xolair shots and my blood results. They were checking on my kidneys and liver to see if they were healthy enough, hopefully, to handle Xolair for my mast cell disease and my asthma. And I'm going to talk to my urologist about the results of the kidney and bladder tests that I had. And that's 3. What was the other? Oh yeah, and then Dr. Abdallah, my cardiologist as well. I had a question for her about those tests, about if I should still be on my heart and blood pressure medications, or if I should stop taking my heart and blood pressure medications during my heart monitor test and my 24-hour blood pressure test. I need to figure that out, so I'll call tomorrow about that. I am really tired. I am just waiting for my IV fluids to finish. I'm still hooked up to that. I don't like to fall asleep when they're still running because then it beeps and wakes me up in my sleep, and then I have to deal with it, like my PICC line and disconnecting in the middle of my sleep when I'm really exhausted. So I'm going to try to wait until my fluids finish. Hopefully, let me see, hopefully they're almost done. Let me check. a little less than halfway to go, so probably another couple of hours. But no longer than 2 hours max, and then it should be finished. It's about 7 right now, 7:30, so hopefully I can get to bed by like 9. I'm really exhausted. It's been a long day, and I have another long day tomorrow, so yeah, I'm just gonna take it easy and relax and probably hang out with my mom and watch some TV while my fluids finish running, and I will probably just close out the vlog now because I'm really tired. So thank you for watching my day in the life, and I will see you guys next time. I hope you guys are staying well and staying safe. I love you to pieces. Please give this a like and subscribe if you haven't already. Hit the bell for notifications on when I post new videos. I will see you guys next time. Bye.